Well, hello there folks and welcome back to The Whisky Friend with me, Alan. If you can tell by that trusty thumbnail that I've got there, that juicy thumbnail, I'm back on the bourbon, I'm back on the samples. Sample Sunday. I've had a really nice sample, or a box of samples sent to me from Mr. Jerry Kersey. Thank you very much, Jerry. Sorry it's taken so long to get to most of these as a review. I have done a few on the live streams. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Jerry, just to let you know, mate, I'm doing the Master's Keep Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottled in bond, aged 17 years. That must be the oldest bourbon that I think I've ever tasted. I'm sure Jerry will keep me right if I've not, but honestly, nothing comes to mind older than this. As I say, it's bottled in bond, 100 proof. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Not going to bother with any housekeeping today, guys. I'm sure you're sick to death of me doing the housekeeping. But as usual, I'll pop links into the description. If you like the channel, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. And if you like it enough, don't forget to hit that subscribe and click the bell. So, that's pretty much. I've been really looking forward to this one. I've had it covered up probably for about 40 minutes. Giving it a chance to open up. That aged whiskey, 17 years old, so I think it needs a wee bit of time to open. Let's nose this one. Wow. So sweet, so much vanilla up front. Big vanilla note. Toffee, sweet toffee, real nice. But one of the first things that's hit me on that initial nose, how smoky it is. I don't think I've ever had a bourbon that's as smoky as this. It's an actual smoke rather than oak char or barrel char, tobacco smoke, or maybe a cigar smoke, something like that. But it is real smoky, and then it's that fruity elements there. The one I usually get is those cherries, but these are like real dark cherries. But Wild Turkey, I'm a bit of a fan of Wild Turkey. I love the 101, and my go-to at the minute seems to be the Wild Turkey Rare Breed barrel proof. That's at a whopping 58.4, so this is a little bit less. But so I'm interested to see what the 17 years does and how the Wild Turkey profile, if it changes any with this. I'm even picking up some old notes, I think through the age. I'm picking up some old leather. Wow. But there's a real nice citrus in there. It's gone a little bit spicy on the nose. But again, it's sweet spices, maybe some cinnamon. There's so much going on. It's a real complex, for a bourbon guys, and bourbon guys don't hate me, but it's a complex bourbon on the nose, this. That may be lemon, citrus, it may be orange, not too sure. But the cherry's definitely there. The smoke's definitely there, and the whole round sweetness, the vanilla, the toffee. Just a real nice nose. Wow, there's a little bit savoury note there as well. So there's a little savoury note, maybe. I think it's something to do with the smoke, maybe some barbecued smoke. But let's taste it. Cheers. Oh my goodness. There's why I feel really privileged to have a mate like Jerry Kersey sending me this kind of whiskey. I've got no access to this kind of stuff here in the UK. I even believe some of the guys in the States have got tough access to this. So I think it's limited to about 14,500 bottles. So I'm really privileged to be able to try such phenomenal bourbon. Wow, what an arrival. What a fantastic silky smooth mouthfeel. It's oily, it's got a beautiful texture. It's smoky on the palate, it's sweet. There's that sweet vanillas up front. Toffee, very toffied, but the smoke is all around it. Here comes the spice. Definitely some cinnamon, definitely some clove. Let's try a second sip. It's so easy to drink, guys, but it tastes a wee bit higher than 100 proof. It actually drinks like maybe a 120. The spices coming in now, the more you get into it and the more you get through it. I'm actually getting a nice little, I think what you guys over in the States call it as a Kentucky hug. I'm getting a wee bit of a hug now, just gripping my chest. Real nice. It's warm, it's powerful, but at the same time it seems delicate. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's spicy. Wow, it's all going on. Such a nice dram. I think this is only the second ever bottled in bond to come from Wild Turkey. So, but it's certainly the oldest bottle in bond to come from Wild Turkey, and I thought it's something they don't really get involved with that often. I think it's been a while since the last one, so that's why I noticed with that. I was really looking forward to trying this. But yeah, those cherry notes are big cherry notes there. Big sweetness. It's all sweet and vanilla and toffee, but at the same time it's got a real smoke blanket around it, which is wonderful. Such a wonderful whiskey to sip on. In fact, I'm just going to try some more. Do this for the finish, see how the finish goes, then I'll conclude. On that third sip, heading to the finish now, there's butterscotch heading into the finish, so the vanilla, the toffee, becoming a little bit of butterscotch. It's still smoky, but it's getting spicier and spicier as it heads towards the finish. And that old leather's there and the tobacco's there. It's probably like probably a cigar smoke, maybe pipe smoke, maybe something like that. There's a little bit of spicy oak in there as well on the finish. Just all in all, guys, it's such a wonderful, wonderful whiskey. I know it's expensive. I know it's hard to get. I think it retails for $175 in the UK, and I know you can pay silly money to try and get a hold of it. I know some guys are collecting these wild turkeys because they're that kind of rare as well. So it's a tough ask. Would I pay $175 for this if I could get a hold of it? I'm not too sure. I think it's a really, really nice bourbon. I think it's one of those ones for the guys that are chasing it, are probably collecting them. So I think it's more a collector's item. I wouldn't want to get involved in that. I think I've heard through some of the previous videos it's gone up to $300, $350. As a whiskey on its own right, I don't think it's worth that kind of money. I think even at $175, I may be pushed to pull the trigger on that. If you caught me on the right mood, then yes, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic bourbon. I've had some great bourbons I don't think cost that kind of amount of money. So it'd be a tough one for me to pull the trigger on this at the $175. But other than that, it's an absolutely fantastic bourbon. Thanks for all you guys for watching. If I'm going to pass over the reins, folks, dive into the comments. Have you tried this? Have you managed to get a bottle? How tough is it to get a bottle where in your neck of the woods? I know in the UK it's impossible to get a hold of. So I'm really, really chuffed. Thanks for watching, guys. You can catch us all on all social media platforms, guys. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're on Patreon. If you feel you want to jump over and check out the Patreon page, that'd be fantastic. Any support that comes our way just goes straight into buying more whiskey. If you want to pick up some coins, I'll drop links into the description on all of these, guys, if you want to pick up where they are. But until the next one, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend, and as always, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll catch up with you the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.